call.
Don Bunka.
Here.
Tim Croman.
Here.
Rich Erickson.
Here.
Tim Scarberry, absent. Craig Carnes, absent. Received a notification from Craig today, stating that he's been at odds with the secular variance request, as they are good friends. And he's done social events with their new neighbors as well. Also, I have a scheduling conflict, so I'll not only be recusing myself from the vote, but will be absent from the meeting. I know you will all do what is right for the township and fair to the applicants and neighborhood. As always, thank you for your service to our community, Greg.
Everyone looked over the minutes. I'll make a motion.
And move that we accept the minutes as written. Support.
You want to read the appeal?
Okay. Appeal number 1, a request by Brad Sekulich for a 26.5 foot rear yard lakeside setback variance to add a covered porch, a 7.45 rear yard lakeside setback variance to add to his existing dwelling, a 14.75 foot front yard roadside setback variance, and a 2.5 foot rear yard lakeside setback variance to add onto his existing garage located at 7231 Surfwood Drive, Kenton, Michigan, 48430, parcel ID 470430202013. The property is zoned R1, single family residential. Reference Tyrone Township ordinance number 36, section 20.01, schedule of regulations.
Hi there, I'm Robert Hardy. I'm representing Brad and Rose Sekulich. I'm going to be their contractor on this project. We're requesting these 4 separate variances due to the irregularity and difficulty of the lot, being that it's waterside on 2 different sides of the property. The reason why we are asking for these variances is they have an illness in the family. Rose is ill. They currently live in a 2-story home. We're trying to get them into a 1-story home where we can widen some hallways. We were here I think it was February last year for a variance, and then you guys approved it. Some health concerns came up with Rose. They didn't know exactly what they were going to do. We did change the request a little bit just due to her needs, I guess, that are failing. So we are requesting these 4 different variances on the land and property.
What are the new ones? Just so I'm clear.
The garage is the same.
That's
And then the rear yard, in that lighter area that has the crosses in it, I guess, prior to that, we were going to extend the rear north side property a little bit in the rear. But they decided they need this larger block in the middle. And then they want to do a covered porch off the south side, so there's a column supporting the 2nd floor roof that is new.
the elevations. Is the front is the roadside, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll call the front the roadside.
Just making sure on the
Yeah,
elevations.
yeah,
The lakes are.
Yep. There's a lot of discussion about that a lot of times. call the front on the lakeside.
The GIS map is there too on that other tab, Joe. Can you see it?
On the computer?
Yeah. No.
There it is.
Yeah.
And the garage hasn't changed at all from the original conversation, right?
It is not.
Is it necessary for us to have something that's already been approved, included in this?
It had expired, I guess, so according to Ross, being that we didn't take action in the 6 months,
Oh,
that we had to go back.
So no work has been done at all then?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So for, in all intents and purposes, we were just really looking at two changes that we had an interest in the past.
Correct.
And that's the covered porch and
Okay.
the extension on the, I think that's the south side. It would be on the site plan on the right-hand side.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
37.5 or 37.5 feet.
Yep.
And there, you're just extending that roof line out?
We're extending that building out there on that side.
The living room?
Yeah, the living room. Yeah, living room extension where, I guess it's labeled at the top of the site plan.
Yeah, the
And
dark part
and
is
the
what's
arrow
existing.
draws into it.
Mm-hmm.
So the existing home is 30.2 from the waters.
Correct.
Okay.
And 37.5.
On the other.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember correctly from last time I went to look at it, the area where the covered porch is going to be right now is actually a brick porch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a wood porch. There's a wood deck there. Yeah, there's already structure
Yeah,
on the ground there.
all the way across the whole front of the house. wasn't
Yes.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I apologize if we didn't take action on the first variance. There's some things out of our control.
The only thing that I would have some questions about is whether or not you're, because the building's so tall now, are we affecting anybody's sight at all?
I don't think so. I guess, it sits at the end of that stub street.
Yeah.
And the houses don't have direct view over that. I think if anything, we helped the gentleman to the south that was here last time, because we were asking for that variance that kind of bordered his land, and he was worried about looking out his kitchen window.
Yeah.
But that's no longer the case. He has that sight line back. Maybe that's why he didn't come tonight.
And there is absolutely nowhere to go in this lot.
No, not at all. It's very unique.
Just move over, it's pretty clear. You're under the setbacks, no matter what.
Actually, the house as it is right now is not.
Yeah, it's not conforming
Yeah.
right now.
Fortunately, the deck is already there in the area that you're asking to put a covered roof, so that's kind of partially covered. At least in my opinion. The garage was approved before,
Mhm.
so the only one that I can see is the extension on the, I think I can say the right-hand side from the lake.
And then
Yeah.
the concrete slab.
Yeah.
Yeah, the living room extension, I guess.
The first one, I thought there was a multiple. On the, first time, yeah, original. they're not
It's
doing
that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
They've moved it,
yeah,
moved the concrete to the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
I don't
To
even
me,
know.
you keep everything towards the center of your own home, and you're not.
Yeah.
It just seems.
Kind of probably brought it back for the board for question, but bring it back to the board for question. Did we get any mail-in or any,
Not this time.
nothing from neighbors or?
Yeah, no, we're not, just looking at a satellite view from around.
Yeah, I didn't have an opportunity to walk back in there
The
again.
neighbors probably can't see this house, the neighbors that possibly could be.
Because of the big spruce trees under there.
Spruce, yeah,
Yeah.
from a real.
Yeah,
Not that we have anything to do with
Site-wise, I don't think
sightlines
there's
here.
any
We don't-
effect on either of the bordering neighbors of what we're doing.
Yeah,
Um,
Don just mentioned it's a.
Well, the house drawing appears taller to me now than it did before.
Yeah.
But I think the only sight line that would be affected are the people on the other side of the canal, or the river, or the lake.
Yeah, that little no-wake channel.
Yeah.
Um,
And I've
But
never-
ultimately, their sightline is the lake, hopefully. I mean, they don't.
Well, it's supposed to be, the sight line's supposed to be from their lot, not across at somebody else's.
But even like across the lake there,
That whole
you
area.
can't see most of those homes.
Yeah, that whole area, even on the other side of that channel, that's all heavily wooded on that other side of that channel. So I don't know if even looking out of this home, looking across the channel, if you're getting a view of a house there. Other than glimpses, through the trees.
I'm pretty sure these are the same questions we asked last time.
Yeah.
It sounds like a repeat of the original meeting.
It's like Ground Mountain.
Did Big Shannon, the board, or wherever those guys are down there, they have any comment? Did they submit anything to you guys?
They did not.
Did they go in front?
We submitted for the first drawings,
Yeah.
but we haven't done anything with the second drawings yet. We were waiting to go through your jurisdiction first. They have a new architectural association person that just took over maybe 4 weeks ago, so.
So, and pending, they would have, approved here.
Right. Well, I know that, with regard to the garage, that variance I have no problem with, because we've already approved that one.
Yes.
We pretty much, because of the concrete originally in the other request, the concrete was there, we approved that also. So the only thing I think of that we would have to address right here is the porch itself is only roofed and not enclosed?
Correct.
Okay. And it's gonna go all the way across from one side of the roof, or one side of the house to the other?
Yes.
Do you have any questions, Rich?
No, nothing more than I asked.
Okay.
Be clear.
Bring it back for a motion.
I move that we approve this variance.
Support.
Want to take a vote?
Rich Erickson,
Yes.
Joe Troman,
Yes.
Don Bunka,
Yes.
all ayes. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have 6 months.
You know what? I'm coming in to get that hearings next week, no matter what, whether they drag their feet again or not. I don't wanna come back for a third time, because you guys might not be as friendly. If I would.
Yeah.
Um,
Am I all set? You guys are adjourning, I'm assuming?
Thank
All right.
you. Thank you.
Thanks, you
Do
guys.
you have any,
Thank you. All
Enjoy your week.
right.
you too,
Take care.
Bye.
unfinished business or?
Did you sign in?
I did.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yep, bye. Good night.
No, we can adjourn.
I haven't heard of anything.
I don't have a gavel, so.
Oh, yeah, it's hiding back here.
Oh. Adjourn.